Welcome back to the House of Hopcast.
Yeah,
that's right. I am your host here at the House of Hop. I am Do-Hop. Yay! And to my right, my trusty right-hand man here in the House of Hopcast is Jay the Key Evans. Jay, if you want people to listen, you want them hot right at the start.
absolutely.
Right?
Well,
You want to come out of the box with a kicker, don't you?
Well, I mean, sometimes you want to build it up like a roller coaster, but I mean, if you're ready to go in like hot,
I'm ready to claim.
Let me know.
I'm ready to claim more kick and offend immediately.
Whoa!
Jay.
Right out of the gate. Okay, get into it. Lay it on me.
Tell me the difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman.
One's a man. One's a Iron Woman doesn't even exist.
One's a superhero. One is a command.
What did you think of that?
Jay, if you were doing sex with your wife, right?
Yeah.
And you released inside of her, right? You finished, right?
Yeah.
Give me another term for finishing inside your wife. Another phrase or term. I'll help you out. Loading the dishwasher.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was good.
I got a couple bangers here, Jay. Are you ready?
Keep rattling them off.
All right,
yeah.
so check this out. This one woman, she had an issue and she went to see a therapist. So she says to the doctor, she says, my husband is just out of control. He gets so angry and he's screaming and he's hollering and he won't calm down. He just keeps going and going and going. So the therapist is listening and he says, all right, so I got an idea for you. So he gets up and he walks into the other room and he comes back with a bottle of water that's labeled magic water. So he says, here, so this is magic water. She goes, okay. He goes, so when your husband is getting all, as you say, aggressive and angry and hollering, he goes, take this bottle of water and take a small swig and just swish it in your mouth. Back and forth. And don't swallow it and don't spit it out. And just until he's done screaming, hollering, just swish. Okay? She says, this is insane. So a couple weeks go by.
Yeah.
She comes back to the doctor. Right? And she says, doctor, I don't know what you did. This is insane, this magic water. He says, what are you talking about? She says, the success is amazing. She says, my husband got all screaming and hollering, and I went and I grabbed him this magic water, and shortly enough, he calmed down, and he wasn't insane anymore. He says, oh, and then again and again. And he's just like calm now. What is this magic water? And he says, oh, well, dear, really, the water is just water. And she says, well, then what's the deal? He goes, well, the water is meant to keep your mouth shut. Yo, where's the applause for that one?
I saw that one coming.
Now that we're done with the offensive jokes here, I love them. I thought that they were fantastic.
Oh yeah, I don't think they're offensive.
I'm sure I'll get some hate for them.
Yeah,
those were bad jokes.
No, yeah.
Guess what? They're just jokes. Get over it.
Exactly.
All right. So either way,
joke around.
We are here, and I do have a plan. Okay. Because
you always have a plan.
Well, listen. Okay, I sitting around and I was watching a lot on the internet, and there's this new phrase that's going around. And maybe,
what might that be?
Maybe I'm too old.
Oh no, you're only as old as you think you are, bud.
Well, regardless,
still 21 in my eyes.
All right, it's going around and it's hot and it's called I was today years old.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's the new thing now. I was today years old when I found out XYZ. So I guess that's a new way to find out, hey, I just learned something. Like you learn something new every day.
Or like something that, you should know, but didn't know.
Well, Jay.
Well, Duha.
Well. Don't you think that I took offense to I was today years old? So if you took offense to my jokes, I took offense to your today years old. But I'm going to reel it back and I'm going to embrace it. That's right. Applause for me. Uh-oh. Jay found pussy. Everywhere he goes, he finds pussy. A cat. Always. A pussy cat. Yes, there it is. All right, so...
what would you think we'd be talking
Drew Catentire has joined the Hopcast. I want to embrace the today years old. Okay. So I want to find things out that I want to be today years old and find out. Would you like to join me on this adventure, Jay?
You know what, Doo-Hop? I think I'm in.
Well, round of applause for you.
Let's do it.
All right. So let me grab the iPad.
Grab it up.
I might have to remove the cat He's just going to fight with the wires.
Yeah, he does this like off camera. He'll just be walking around trying to eat.
Go find a box to sleep in, Cat. And the iPad should be loaded with a website. That I found, okay? And I'm not great at reading, Jay, but I've got my glasses, okay? And I'm ready to go.
Well,
I'm going to give it the old college try.
Help you. That's the whole point of glasses, you know?
I found this website, and it is 100 amazing facts for people who can't get enough of amazing facts. So I figured if these are all facts, and we don't know them, we will be today years old when we found out about them.
Yeah.
Drew, what are you doing? All right, so here we go.
You were today years old when you got pussy.
Unbelievable. The word sneeze came about through a misspelling of the original word fneeze or finez. Are you today years old when you found that out?
I was today years old.
I think that's a pretty stupid. All right, here's a good one. Benjamin Franklin only received 2 years of formal education. The guy that invented everything only went to school for 2 years.
What a guy.
Right?
He must have had a lot of knowledge.
Well, maybe he learned it on the streets, Jay.
Yeah, right? Ben Franklin for the streets.
Whether or not you dream in black and white depends on whether you watch black and white television. That's a fact.
Well, I don't watch black and white television, so I see my dreams with vivid color.
Unbelievable. How about the word unfriend was first used in 1659? How the hell do you know that?
Yeah, right?
I call on that.
There is no way that somebody knows what was said in 1679?
1659.
Yeah.
It's against the law to die in the town of Longyearbyen, Norway. It's against the law to die in that town. I definitely today years old when I found that out. Go. You're ruining everything. Hey, Jay, were you today years old when you found out there are a ton of misspellings on the Stanley Cup? Is that true? Or is this
really? Misspellings?
Somebody go ask that stepdad. What's his name?
Wade
Papa Bear. He's a huge hockey guy.
fan.
Yeah.
There you go.
You today years old when you found out that Queen Elizabeth II invented a new breed of dog.
I was today years old.
I found it definitely today years old. That is a really odd fact. All right, I'm trying to pick out some good ones. Were you today years old when you found out that there were 10 quintillion insects alive at any time?
Oh, God. Well, I'm today years old, but that mortifies me.
That's scary. I know. That is disgusting.
Quintillion?
Yeah. Quintillion. I don't even... How many is 10 quintillion? Leave that in the damn comment.
How many zeros is that one?
Were you today years old and found out in medieval Europe a moment was exactly 90 seconds? So in a minute and a half. That's what that refers to.
Wow.
In a moment.
I
was today years old when I found that out.
I was today years old.
All right. So, Jay, some of these facts are stupid. Wait. I was today years old when I found out in Back to the Future the time machine was originally in old fridge.
Really?
No, it wasn't. It was a DeLorean. I went and I researched wrestling facts. I want to be today years old when I found out stuff cool about wrestling, Jay.
Okay.
Because these facts suck. These aren't fun. Caterpillars turn into soup before becoming butterflies. What do you mean? What do you mean soup?
Yeah, what do you mean by soup?
I hate this cat. Doesn't he know I'm trying to conduct a hopcast here?
He wants to be a part of the hopcast. That's all.
Penguins used to be almost 7 feet tall. How
no way.
Do you know that?
I want to see a picture of that.
Yeah, I know. I was not today years found out when there was a Colossus penguin. You. I actually knew that Sean Connery turned down the role of Gandalf. So I was not today years old for that.
I'm out.
Can we please get rid of this cat? Where is production to take this cat? I got to go put him in the room.
All right. Random WWE facts.
Yes. I'm loading.
Lay it on me, brother.
I'm loading up the WWE stuff that I found now. And I found these on Reddit.
Okay.
I don't know if any of them are really true, to be honest with you, because Reddit sucks all types of D. All right. So when Edge first signed with WWE, his development deal saw him was to just get $210 a week.
Oh, yeah. That I know.
See that? I was not today years old when we found that out. So I guess it was true. Hulk Hogan and Sting have been in the ring together at WrestleMania Starrcade and Bound for Glory.
Wow. I'm today years old.
I guess me too. I didn't realize that. I was not today years old when I found out because I was there. I was alive and watched it happen. The SmackDown after 9/11 attacks was the first public assembly of its kind to pay tribute to the event. I do remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was not today years old.
I didn't know it was like the first public assembly, though.
I was not today years old when I found out The Undertaker never walked into WrestleMania as a world champion. We all know that.
Yeah, that I knew.
All right. Were you today years old when you found out Mick Foley was the first guy in WWE history to have a different entrance and exit theme?
No way, really?
Apparently, according to this Reddit
I was
thread.
today years old.
I don't know why I'm booing the thread.
I was indeed today years old for that one.
Were you today years old when you found out Kane was the first masked WWE champion defending Stone Cold Steve Austin in 1998? That's ridiculously and stupid.
Yeah, I was today years old.
I didn't know that. I was today years old when I found out Shawn Michaels gave Bryan Danielson the name the American Dragon.
I knew that.
I did not know that, Jay. We are split down the center here.
Oh, he's giggling.
This was actually a funny one, and I do remember this. WWE once released a biography on Kane written almost entirely in kayfabe.
Yeah.
I think more importantly, we should go back and watch that. That's entertainment.
Put that on. You got that on your TV?
I'm sure it's on Peacock somewhere. They got everything on there. Were you today years old when you found out the Sandman's on-screen crucifixion was so offensive that it actually drove Kurt Angle away from ECW?
That I didn't know.
I had no idea. Did Kurt Angle said that?
I don't know.
So offensive. Well, that's what we're here. We're offending people.
Didn't Undertaker put somebody on the cross or whatever?
Well, that may not be as offensive to Kurt Angle, Jay.
Sorry.
You know, you gotta be really offensive to Kurt Angle. I mean, he's done all types of crazy shit. I didn't say that. You said that.
No, I didn't say that. You said that.
Were you today years old when you found out that before professional wrestling, The Undertaker played basketball for the Texans University?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that at all. I don't care to look into the backgrounds and stuff like that. Like, if WWE mentioned it 100 million times, okay, sure, I know it. Other than that, like, I don't go looking up, like, well, what did they do before they were wrestling? I don't care.
Like, you see it on videos and shit.
Well, like I said, maybe if they mentioned it and you remember it, I don't, and I didn't know that. More importantly, I didn't care. Were you today years old when you found out Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle were the first superstars to main event WrestleMania while fighting under their real names?
That I didn't know.
You did?
Yeah.
That they were the first ones?
Yeah.
Jay, that's a really odd fact. And
somebody actually tweeted that maybe a couple months ago. I was like, oh shit.
Were you aware today years old that the first time the world title changed hands inside Hell of a Cell was The Undertaker defeated CM Punk?
Really?
Yeah, it was the first time that title changed hands in the Hell in a Cell.
That's a
Speaking of fact. CM Punk, Jay.
Oh, come on. Where's the applause, dude?
That's right there. That's laughter. Yeah, we can laugh at CM Punk.
Dude.
Are you hype?
Imagine.
No, I
next
can't.
week.
It's tough.
What is it? Next weekend, right?
Yeah. Micah just turned
Look in my eyes. What do you see? The cult of personality. Dude, it's going to happen. It's going to be amazing. We're all going to mark the out. And
I'm not going to.
We're going to be joyous that he's back in WWE. This is something that they said will never happen again. And you never say never in professional wrestling. But the amount of bad blood between both the WWE and CM Punk, if they were able to squash that and he appears at Survivor Series, wild.
Yeah.
One of those moments in wrestling history that will live on forever.
Were you today years old when you found out Jay the Key Evans was the biggest mark for CM Punk? No, for real. I mean, totally, dude. You just put that man over for a good moment.
Oh!
Round of applause for learning something today. Wow,
And
really.
using it.
Right? Dude, the application was perfect.
It was.
Right?
It fit.
And we were today years old when we found out about a moment.
About a moment.
Don't get away from the fact, you scumbag, that you just put him over for a moment. You just,
It's going to happen, bro.
dude, you.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, maybe even around and tease it
Yeah.
at Survivor Series, but truthfully, I would love to see the return at the Royal Rumble because that's like the 10-year anniversary of when he left. That would be like full circle moment right there. But
So you're waiting for what, the 30 to count down?
oh, absolutely! Imagine, bro, that'd be nuts too.
Go the birthday now. All right, Jay. So tell me, were you today years old when you found out CM Punk knew he wanted to be a wrestler when he watched Roddy Piper on TV and saw the resemblance in himself?
I did know that.
I didn't. I don't
because
care.
I watched his documentary movie.
Who's a documentary movie?
CM Punk.
He's got one?
When he was still with WWE, they made one for him.
That's probably why I don't know any of these CM Punk facts. I bet. Are there more of them?
Let's see. What do we got? Any
I don't
more
know.
CM Punk?
Ooh, wait a minute. Were you today years old when you found out the Ultimate Warrior and Sting were once in a tag team in the mid-'80s known as the Blade Runners? I didn't know
I've
that.
heard of the Blade Runners, but I didn't know who they were. So
I didn't know
was
that.
today years old.
I'll be today years old when I say I
Like I heard that
out.
name in wrestling before, but I just
Jay, there are a lot more of these. Were you today years old when you found out CM Punk was on Bozo the Clown when he was 8 years old?
today years old. Yeah.
Today years old. Were you today years old when you found out there were once plans to make NWO and WCW into two different brands?
Really?
Like splitting like your Raw and SmackDown. You
Yeah,
have
yeah.
NWO and
Yeah,
WCW.
I'm today years old.
Like Belt Fed and GTS.
You
Mark, stop it. Were you today years old when you found out ECW World Title was once defended by a WCW wrestler against a WWF wrestler on an ECW show?
Oh, I've heard about that. I forget who it was, but yeah, I knew
Leave
about
some
that.
comments. I'm actually going to ask Slug about that. That's odd.
I forget who it involved, but that something like that happened.
Well, there's a lot more of these, Jay. But you know what? I mean, I could be today years old when I found out WCW lost $65 million
Sheesh.
in 2000.
Yeah, damn.
In the year 2000, they lost $65 million.
Wow.
How did they do anything past that? Who's got that kind of money to just blow out their balls?
I wish I had 65 mil.
Tony Khan. Wait, what? I didn't say
Wow,
that.
you said you
that.
were gonna offend people today, boy.
Nobody said that.
You are
I was-
definitely gonna do what you set out to do.
Everybody out there was today years old when they found out I set out to piss people off today. With that being said, Jay, you know what? You want one more for the road?
One more for the road.
Were you today years old when you found out Rob Van Dam did voice work for a video game Saints Row 4?
I am not today years old because I knew that.
I didn't know that. What kind of voice work did he do?
No, he played one of the characters.
Was the character high
Probably.
than an eagle's ass?
Probably.
Like us?
That whole game is about getting high.
Shoosh!
But yeah,
Stop it, Jay.
I knew
Nobody
that shit.
here is higher than an eagle's ass.
I am.
Maybe.
All
All right, well, listen.
right, I'm listening.
I've had a lot of fun today with being
Me
today
too, because
years old.
Wednesdays are always my favorite day.
Well, this is, like I said, quickly become my best or most fun form
I
of
look
media.
forward to it.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
sitting here rapping
Right.
with you about fun things. And
Yeah, today was fun.
we
Today
need
was fun.
comments. Should we do more of today years old? Should we go through some more WWE facts? Maybe some ECW facts? Maybe you should leave comments about facts we need to look up. Maybe we do animal facts.
Animal
Like,
facts.
we were today years old when we find out that once I actually saw this on a reel the other day about an animal fact. Once the male bees, like I guess pollinate whatever the queen got going on, every one of the males is ejected out of the hive.
Damn.
Swear to God. I was watching.
See ya.
Yeah, for real. I was like, and this type of society, all these broads gang up on the males and beat them out the door.
Hate to see it.
Thanks for the nut. Get out. Honey Nut Cheerios, Jay. Stop it. Shoo! All right, guys. What do you think about the Hopcast today? Leave some comments down below. Like this video and all those other fun things. If you haven't done it already, subscribe for some more. Today, years old. Yeah, should we be back and do more of this? I want to know about it. Oh, Jay, one more thing. Shoo! I planned to do that the entire video and forgot about it, so you're lucky.
Gotta bleep that one out.
Stop it. Yeah. Wrong button, dickbag. Wrong button.
Yeah.